This right here is why I love Chad so much. You know, most people, they spend their lives cowering away from chasing their dreams or taking risks or getting uncomfortable, never building their character, all because they're afraid of what people who don't care about them will say about them. Chad isn't like that. He's not persuaded by other people's opinions. He literally does what makes him happy. And it is inspiring to witness because money doesn't persuade him, opinions don't persuade him. You know, you can say whatever you want and he's going to keep doing what makes him happy. And to me, that is probably the most valuable thing that he's taught me and that I'm still trying to live by, you know? Like, so many people don't do what they want to do or don't do what makes them happy because they fear what other people will think or say. And Chad's, I don't know, he's fearless and he's authentic and he's creatively selfish. And what I mean by that is he's willing to, you know, step outside of the box and stand out. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. His focus is building cars that stand out, that make people stop and think and, you know, form an opinion, whether you like it or you don't, or whether it makes you think about how is that done or why have I not seen this before. And to me, art is an expression of somebody's vision. And, you know, Chad's visions are dictated by what he has in front of him. And right now he's got this 34 coupe and he's got that TR7 roof. And if they weren't in the driveway, he wouldn't be thinking about them. You know, he thinks about what's in front of him and he sees the shapes and he sees the possibilities and the measurements. And that's where a lot of these visions stem from. It's not because he's pulling ideas out of his head. It's literally, what do we have and what can we make? You know, the traditional way to do this car would be to, you know, chop it, maybe channel it. We could highboy it. But what he is thinking about right now is putting that TR7 roof on this coupe, and some of his ideas shock me and make me, you know, have to think about it. And I'm programmed to think, well, I don't know if our audience is going to like that and if they can get behind that idea, where Chad is like the opposite. He wants to do something that's never been done before. And, you know, you have to respect it because he's willing to go for it. I feel like a lot of people get confused why we jump around from project to project and that we start new projects before the other ones are finished. But Chad isn't programmed that way. He's programmed to do what makes him happy. And Chad is happiest when he's creating. And right now, our projects, like the 40 Ford and, you know, the Hudson, the 50 Ford, the Thunderbird, the Plymouth truck that started out as a car, they're creatively complete. They're not finished, but they're creatively complete. And he needs to be creative right now. He's ready to slice and dice and, you know, fabricate with his hands and start having fun again. So I'm just going to do what I do best and stand back and document it and take you guys along on the journey. And to us, it's about the journey. It's not about the final product. It's literally the journey that we go through with every car. So there's literally no time wasted when we switch from project to project because it's It's our time, and it's our energy, and it's our happiness. And to me, there's a lesson in how Chad operates. He literally prioritizes his happiness over anything else. And I feel like not enough people do that. Not enough people say no to the things that don't make them happy. And to me, like, you sacrifice your quality of life when you're doing the things that don't make you happy. And it's another thing that he's taught me, is being able to say no to those things. And it's literally, to me, the foundation of how we've gotten so far so fast as a couple together. We're both on the same page of what we want out of life, and we're not afraid to work for it. Some people are born with energy they can't contain. They don't walk, they run. They don't follow, they lead. They don't consume, they create. Because at the end of the day, they can't keep their passion within themselves. It has to get out. Their words pull others in, their presence shakes the room. They live outside themselves, giving their talent, their gift, and their magic to everyone else. And to me, this is Chad. I appreciate you guys watching and being a part of my perspective, I guess. I do have one. I know I'm not that vocal in the videos on the Bad Chad channel, but I'm working on sharing my perspective a little bit more. And so, yeah, stay tuned for, I guess, what Chad decides on doing with this car. We're sort of in limbo because he wanted to start on the Volvo, but we have someone that's pretty serious in buying it, so we're gonna let them come look at it and see if it's what they think it is. And this coupe has also been on his radar, so I guess the first step is gonna be to build a floor for it, and then we can decide what direction he wants to go in with the body and the overall vision. But the whole floor fabrication will be, I think, some of the most educational content, because there's so many cars out there that, you know, get overlooked because they don't have a floor in them, and it would overwhelm a lot of people. He's really developed a simplified method of building a floor that can be used on literally any car. So hope you guys enjoy this next little micro series. I'm not sure how long he wants to actually work on it, but I know he wants to spend a little bit of time on it and, you know, add value to it. Right now it's just a shell without a floor, without an engine. So there's no time lost in adding value to it. Anyways, thanks again for watching this video, and if you'd like, leave me a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe so that you never miss one of these videos.